nikiwaza ulivyo. Aye, sauti yako tu mpenzi yanichanganya bu, sura, shepu na tabia mpenzi misuli tu yananichanganya tu. Yule mama, yule mama, yule mama namtaka yule. Yule mama, yule mama, yule mama roho ishapenda. Yule mama, yule mama, yule mama namtaka yule. Yule mama, yule mama, yule mama roho ishapenda.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the beautiful songstress Liboi. And I remember the first time she came here was late last year. And after that conversation with her,
it was a beautiful conversation.
It was a beautiful conversation, and it was so deep that we even overran. The show is supposed to end at 7, but we were here 7. They're just tapping on my mic. We need to go home.
And you know, up to date, people still look at that interview. They watch it. And
exactly.
Like, they give feedback.
It was such a beautiful. And I was just like, this is just a young woman who really knows herself, and she's so self-assured. And it was such a challenge at the same time. But so happy to see you back here again.
To be here and to see you and to see you. I missed you last time. I was like, because the last time before I came, I googled and I saw the two of you. So I was like, okay, maybe these are the people I'm going to meet. And then I met Tori, who's also an old friend. So yeah, it's good to be back.
Okay. So what's new?
So many things. My God, I am new.
Okay, new you, new year, new you.
New year, new me, new projects. So many things have been happening. Trying to create spaces in the art scene that are redefining what we are used to. Not the normal or the old way of storytelling, not the normal way of performing, but trying to come up with new ways or narratives to tell stories. So yeah,
that has
been happening. Working on new music as well. Touring Kenya. You know, I've never toured Kenya, but now it's happening.
You're touring with your music.
Now it's happening, touring with my music.
Awesome.
I mean, it's really inspiring to listen to your voice. It gives that energy of like an inside room poetic, type of, what do you call it, open mic type energy. It just feels like you're all just quietly in a room and everyone is just going like,
It's so
I love it. And
intimate.
It's a very intimate type music. So I think we'll ask the question of, when did you feel like that was the direction you were taking your music? Because there's so many genres of music, but why that type of jazzy, very Afrocentric music? Why did you choose that?
If I'm being honest, I started doing music in 2013, 14. And at that time, I was just testing waters. So I'm trying reggae. I could try jazz. I could try new soul. I could try even pop, R&B, anything, honestly. And I think you have to do it for you to find yourself. It's just the way of life or nature. So I did that for a few years. And then in 2022, that's when I was coming back to music fully. Not fully, I was coming back to music, and now with an agenda of trying to find what works for me and my voice. And sometimes you can even see music competitions, like Tusker Project Fame. Like you could really hear someone has a really beautiful voice, but sometimes the kind of music they choose or they are given to perform doesn't really go well with them or with their voices, or even just the kind of people that they are. And so kuna wase wengi wenye walitolewa because it just didn't go well with that.
The genre didn't augur with them.
Exactly. So now I just wanted to take time and look for what suits my voice. I'm still exploring, I won't lie. But at least now I know it identifies with me, the kind of person that I am, my beliefs and all that. So that's how I settled on African contemporary music.
You have mentioned you've been touring Kenya. You've been on the road, taking your music everywhere. So tell us about Whispers of Power.
Yes.
So far you've been to Kisumu, and how was the reception there?
Oh my God. First of all, Whispers of Power, we did it last year. That was like when we created this baby of ours.
Yeah.
Last year in October. And hey, me, I wanted to do something different because for the longest I have background in film as well. I did it after high school, and I worked for like a very long time as a journalist, community journalist, and I enjoyed video editing a lot. And I've been struggling to like find ways to merge both film and music. And so I kept telling even Wakio, who I've collaborated with on this project, I kept telling her, I'm really looking forward to a time where I'll be able to do my music but still create the visuals for it. So whether it's on stage or videos or whatever, I just wanted to do that. And so Whispers of Power was like an idea that came to me when I was trying to explore that. Because it's not the normal performance where I'm on stage with a band and then we just perform, we entertain, we educate. It's not that. We're fusing different fields of art. So contemporary dance, storytelling, and then the music. And then to tell a story. And the entire story is guided by music that I've created. And then Wakio provides, does the storytelling to provide more context. And then Maulid Owino, who's the contemporary dancer, provides visuals, through his movements and all that to tell the story. So that happened last year, and he was telling Maya, my manager, I don't know how we will do this, but I want us to do it. It's different, it is fresh, it is challenging, but it is needed as well, because we also have to challenge ourselves to get out of what we are used to being fed, and even artists to just try something different. Because I don't know, if this isn't working for us to communicate with people, let's try this. Maybe they will hear, maybe they will understand. So that's how it happened last year. And then the feedback was immense. We did it at Arde Gallery along Bagadi Road. The feedback was immense, honestly. We had children present, we had older people, young people, people from Kenya, people from I don't know which countries, abroad. They came, they attended the event, and afterwards the feedback they gave us is what actually made me realize the magic that we created. Because as artists, we just create things until you get the feedback. That's when you know the impact. So when that happened, that's when I knew, I have to do this again. And it was really, people requested for it. It was much needed. And we were exploring the theme safety and security. Last time when I was here, I kept saying that in life, if you don't understand yourself, you're not going to create an environment for others to be safe with you.
True.
They will never understand you because you don't understand yourself.
You have to be fed
to
feed.
Exactly. You can't provide from a dry cup. And so safety and security is us trying to tell people that you have to seek what that means internally first before exploring the same externally, before expecting the same externally. So we did that last year. And then this year, January, we applied for some grant by HIVA and Alliance Française, the French government. It is powered by the French government through the Creation Africa project. And so the program is called He Stage. They were calling out for projects, applications, performances, whatever it is that would be selected to go on tour in Kenya. And so my team and I, we were selected, and that's how we got to Kisumu.
Look at you doing big things.
Thank you. So that's how we got to Kisumu. Dunga Hill Camp was the place. Honestly, we chose it for specific reasons. It was intentionally chosen because, one, I did Yule, the song that I've just performed.
Yes.
We did the video there. And that place, you've been there?
No, I have not.
Have you? Please go visit Dunga Hill Camp. It's so beautiful, my goodness. It is close to the Lake Victoria. And then even the trees have meanings. The place itself, the way it's set up, it has meanings to the lake and to the culture and to the people of that place, Kisumu. So when we shot Yule, it was just mind-blowing, the space itself. So I was like, I have to come back here. And again, Dunga Hill Camp, they believe in creatives or like peer mentorship. So you go, you meet your peers, and then you try and mentor them. It doesn't matter, even them they can do that. It's just exchange, skill exchange. So I was like, I want to do this because for the longest I've been wanting to give back the little that I have. I don't have much. I don't have much, but just the little that I have, the knowledge, I want to be able to give the same to other creatives because people are struggling and we don't have so many people who are willing to just hold their hands and walk them through. So I wanted to do that.
I feel like a lot of culture, you speak a lot about culture and humanitarian acts and like involvement of the community. And I feel like a lot of people, especially now, it's really a quest of how can I make money the quickest? How can I, become popular? And how can I, it's like a me thing. So, but you sound like you're coming from a point of intrinsic thought, and there's a lot of thoughtfulness in how you do your thing. Do you feel like sometimes you're left out? Do you feel like sometimes maybe the other people who are doing it for the clout and for the noise and for the biggest responses, do you feel like sometimes you're missing out on that? Because a lot of artists have actually veered off from the original music that they used to do. Most artists in Kenya start off as, well, when I'm speaking about musicians who do Afro music, start off with that depth, that I have a voice, I have something I want to say, but then they get to a point and they're like, yeah, this isn't working, this isn't giving me the returns that I want, and immediately they switch up. So do you feel like sometimes that can also plague you a little bit, or are you just like fully and steadfastly in belief that it doesn't matter? Maybe the grand plan for me is not necessarily just to be an artist, but to be something bigger, to be a Chimamanda among my Kenyan community. What is that?
I was first at saying no, and then as you kept talking, I was like, actually, yeah. Without lying, there are moments that I felt that way, and it's because we understand how creative or just art is in Kenya. It's not even considered as a career.
Nope.
No, it is not. But the reason why I talk about community and helping others, first I believe mse ni watu. Mtu ni watu. And we often say if you want to go far, walk alone. If you want to go further, walk with others. Honestly, others in my case is the people that you also touch as you go. Yes, I've had moments where I've wanted to just do something else, but at the same time, I've never wanted to, and I pray to God that I never succumb to that. The pressure of now leaving what I am doing or believing in, and doing something else because it is fast and it's going to give me the returns quickly. I really don't want that because it is not me. I will not be living my purpose. At the end of the day, we just have to live your purpose. And if it's your purpose and you've understood it and you've internalized it, you will never run out of ways of how you can make money. You can never, if you really, really understand it, it's just going to work out for you in one way or another. So there is that. So I pray to God that I never succumb to that. Yes, I want to explore and interact with artists that are, doing popular music, but I just want to stay true to myself at the same time. Yeah.
And
sorry, you had a follow-up.
Yes, I did. With regard to community, especially because it sounds like you have a huge, strong community behind you. People who actually rally behind you. Not a lot of people have the abilities to get like a good manager who's invested in your best interests. Not a lot of people have access to grants, which you're working hard to get. Like for you to even get a grant, it means you have to have a community who you believe so strongly in this together that you create it and you're like, you know what, let's just try. Whatever comes, comes. If it doesn't, it's fine. So what do you tell other artists who are out here and are trying to find their community? How did you find your community?
First of all, you have to just, as you start, you just create. Don't focus on people, you finding people. Just create. And then at the end of the day, they will find you. Your tribe will just find you because people will be attracted or pulled to what you're doing because you're constantly talking about it. And if you believe in it, others will believe in it. So just do it. Put in the work. Don't dream and then you just sit. Put in the work. There are no resources or like, yes, we do, but it's not easily accessible. So it's important to just challenge yourself and do the unthinkable or like go out of your comfort zone to find these things. Because I can't sit here and I'm saying I want to be given a grant and then I'm not looking for these opportunities.
A lot of people are sitting down and going, I'm talented.
You'll find me when it's
But you have to also sit, look for these opportunities. You can just search. It's very easy. Grants for musicians, performing artists, grants for visual or grants for theatrical performances. Just do that. You have to put in the work as well. So that's something I often tell people. Before I found my community, I think I was focusing a lot on the spaces that I want. Like I was intentionally looking for these people, but I think I was doing things wrongly. I don't think I know. I was doing things wrongly. There's someone who told me, which really helped me. He's called Kim. He told me, don't think about likes, don't think about comments, don't think about followers. You just create. And then do it and stick to it, and they will find you.
I love that.
And on our last conversation, you had just done this huge show, huge reception, and you were still on the high of it, and it felt like a confirmation. Guys, it's happening. It's confirmation. Things are working out. And I think the last conversation was, we're now working on confirmation bias. Just intentionally seeking confirmation that what I'm doing is what I'm meant to be doing. And then after that, you have all these doors opening up for you. Everything is working out. So tell me now, apart from the last experience where you had that huge show, what more memorable experiences have you had that have felt like, you know what, it's happening, guys, and it's here to stay?
Oh my God. So many.
Just tell us the most memorable one.
Okay, I'll just say them according to how they are
popping up in
my head. One, I think, just also seeing how my what is this called? What are they called? Streaming platforms are growing. I think that also encourages me more because talking about community and it's expanding and growing slowly, and like it's even beyond Kenya now or Africa even. So it's really encouraging. So that's one. Two, again, doing this Whispers of Power again is just a confirmation that I am on the right path and that I should keep doing what I'm doing. And also meeting people like you, Manze. It's not for granted. Me, I don't believe in coincidence.
Girl, stop.
No. There's nothing like a coincidence. Things are happening the way they're meant to happen, and it's for a reason. If it's not now, even if it's in 10 years' time, I will know why I am meeting you too.
True.
So there is that one. And I don't take it for granted ever. I really value everyone that I meet, especially people that are either challenging me or criticizing me positively. I do take them very, very seriously. I don't take it for granted. And then I've said performances like Whispers of Power. Going on tour again. There's something
not
nice
many
cooking.
people go on tour, so that's a huge one.
Not so many people get to do that. So then when it happens, you just have to grab the opportunity fully and continue spreading the word and just hoping that the music you create continues to heal the world one step at a time.
And now from Kisumu to Nairobi, what's the next location and what more should we look for when it comes to Liboi?
We're going to go to Mombasa, but in September. Yes, in September. And again, Mombasa, safety, Whispers of Power, again, it's a mental health performance. Mental health. So we're taking it to Mombasa because of drug issues and mental health. It's all related. So we want to cap that and have young people, create spaces for young people to just express themselves and hopefully find solutions to whatever it is they're facing. Other than taking it to Mombasa, my team and I were hoping to go to Europe. We're supposed to have a tour.
Europe tour!
we're really hoping that it works out perfectly. But yeah, there is that one. So pole pole too. Pole pole.
We can't wait.
Yeah,
honestly.
pole pole.
I love the French embassy is very impactful when it comes to like assisting people, especially people with vision. So I am really crossing my fingers, my toes, and all of that, hoping that you actually get to see those dreams realized, every single one of your dreams. And shout out to your team for being super supportive.
And I'll come back and we celebrate.
Yes. So
we look forward to having you back.
I see you have a big one happening on 8th of June in Nairobi. So where's that going to be happening? Tell us about that.
So on the 8th of June, we're going to have Whispers of Power edition in Nairobi. Whispers of Power Nairobi edition, my mind. And we chose Sarakasidom because, again, it's central and we wanted something different from Ardi Gallery. Ardi Gallery is basically a gallery, like with visual arts and all that, which was wonderful using that space. But now we wanted something different, not a gallery, but we chose it because of the aerial dancers. The setup, the way Sarakasidom is set up, it allows room for that. So we want to explore this story with the aerial dancers and just the space itself, because there are places that looks like it's a prison, it is not, but we want to incorporate that in the storytelling. And we're doing it again in Nairobi because in as much as we're talking about mental health, I feel like Nairobi is just, I don't know, it's chaotic. It just smells like pressure.
True.
Yeah, you go out of your house and then you just feel pressure. Pressure imeingia. You can't even sleep in your house.
No peace.
Yes,
There's
you
no
can't sleep
peace.
in your house that you're paying rent for because you're supposed to be out there working. So you want to change that and allow people to just flow. Yeah, to just flow. Allow yourself to live a little. It's fine. It's fine. Hakuna